Welcome back to Hasbro's Hide. Working again with our AR shooting 7.62 by 39 ammunition, or what we call our AR-47. And so this time we're going to shoot 3 different factory ammos and then shoot 1 reload. Now this reload was developed for my Romanian AK. And it's been developed for quite a few years. In fact, the last time I have reloaded in quantity for this was 2009. But the ammunition was really particularly accurate in that rifle. And we'll talk about that ammunition here in just a minute. The first one will be that we're going to shoot will be a Wolf Military Classic. It's just sort of standard steel case, 124 grain ammunition. And so, you know, it's sealed and all that sort of stuff. Maybe that's what they call the military part. I don't know, but just a standard ammo you can find. The second is this Silver Bear ammunition. Well, it's kind of interesting because it's a zinc-plated case and a lead soft point. And so, interesting round here, and we'll see how it shoots. I believe it's a different manufacturer than the Wolf Military Classic because of the case and because of the packaging of the box and the way it's done. Well, the next one is supposedly the last ammunition on the last boat from Russia. Well, if that's true, I don't know. But that's how it was marketed to me. And so, we'll see. It's 123 grain. Brass plated. I believe it's brass plated because you can kind of see, I don't know if you see it down in there, a little bit of the steel casing coming through. But brass plated, 123 grain full metal jacket round. Okay, nothing great. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see how it does. But that's a lot of you, I think, will probably have that because people have been pushing that in quite a few places around the country. The last one is the hand load for that Romanian AK that I've done. Now this is Winchester brass. It's a CCI 200 primer. The powder is H4198. This particular charge happens to be 24.9 grains. It's not a high velocity round. If I remember right, it's just over 2,000 feet per second, whereas typically we're 2,400 range or so with that kind of bullet. But it was really accurate in that AK. We'll see. I loaded up several of these just because of the fact that it works so well in the AK. So we'll see how it does in this one. So anyway, that's what we'll shoot today. Let's head to the range and see what happens. All right, here we are shooting our AR AK-47 again. Now we're going to shoot some factory ammo, but this time we put a cheap scope on it, 3-9 scope, so we'll try it out. All right, first off, Wolf 124 grain Military Classic. Let's see how well it shoots. You have to get the scope sighted in first, so these shoot the bottom left target, but they could be going anywhere. We'll see. Hopefully we don't hit the camera. So you just swap the scope off of it. Yeah, not too bad. We'll just keep shooting. 2402. All right, that's 50 yards, so I mean, better than a lot of AKs, but, you know, sort of okay. So let's go on, and we're going to try next the Silver Bear. Again, another Russian ammo, 125 grain ammo. Okay, before we shoot these, I thought I'd show you this. I don't know how you can see that, if it'll focus here or not. But these are zinc-plated steel cases. So they're kind of a silverish look to it, but they're also spire point or soft point lead. So jacketed and then soft point lead at that in there. So let's see how they do. Well, that's a better group. I have one sail up and away, and that might have been me. It felt like it's pretty good, but this is a milspec trigger and 9 power scope, so can't claim a lot. But yeah, Silver Bear, better than Wolf Military Classic. All right, next up, supposedly the last Russian ammo shipment into the U.S. All in just a white box. I picked some up locally at the store, so let's see how this does. It looks like it's the same manufacturer is the Silver Bear, the way it's packaged. This is on here, this is a, but it's Bernardin Prime, so that means we will not be reloading it if it was brass. But anyway, last Russian ammo into the U.S., the slow boat from Russia. We'll see how it does. Shoot the bottom right target with this ammo. Got the center in the first round. It's the best group of all of them. Last ammo into the country, evidently. They shipped us some good stuff. All right, here we go for the hand loads. 4198, H4198, and Hornady 123 grain bullets. Let's see how we can do. We'll shoot that middle right-hand target. Welcome back in from the range and take a look at our results. This is our Wolf Classic that we started with. And, you know, it's not terrible. I'll post the stats over here in a minute, but maybe 1.5 inch group or so like that. The Silver Bear, you know, a little bit better. You know, quite a bit better, in fact, than this. And it was really grouping well. We had one fly out. If it hadn't been, that would have been a very, very tight group. But still, it's pretty good. Now, of course, all this is 50 yards with a 3x9 super cheapy scope and a factory milspec trigger that's terrible, but I kind of kept that in there to keep it, you know, on par with the Russian or the Romanian AK that we're going to shoot against it. But the trigger's getting so annoying, I may switch it out. We'll see. But moved on then to our last boat ammunition. Now, this is what the store said was the bulk, huge bulk shipment. It's just white boxes of it from Russia. The last boat from Russia, and it shot crazy good. They must have sent us the good stuff by mistake. So if you can find this, you might want to try it out and test it. Again, I showed it in the video if you want to try to match up the exact box. Because there's a couple different versions of it. One in the white box didn't say much besides 7.62x39. The other one says Red Army Standard or something like that. I'm not sure if they're exactly the same. But anyway, check the video and the range video and you'll see here exactly the information on that box. Well, then we shot our hand loads, and again, this is a hand load I developed years ago for my Romanian WSR AK, and it shoots really well in it. Well, it's shooting pretty well here in our AR-47. You know, first group, not bad at all. I mean, not bad at all. It beat these two, and then this one started, you know, I started, maybe it was me selling in, I don't know. Started then group nearly as good as this. Not quite, but nearly as good as that. I think a little bit more practice, you could probably get that to shoot better. But of course, being a hand load, I can adjust this and start tuning it to this rifle, and we certainly will do that. So in the future, what I'll do is we'll start to dial in this load here for our hand loads in for this rifle, and then we're going to run it against our Romanian AK and just see how well we can do gun to gun and try to make it as fair as possible. I'll go ahead and put a red dot probably back on this one, just so, because the Romanian AK has a red dot on it. Shoot red dot to red dot and shoot the same ammos through it and see how we do. Anyway, I'm having fun with this. It's, you know, it's fun to shoot this round in a platform I believe will prove itself to be more accurate than the AK, inherently more accurate than the AK. But who knows? We'll find out as we go along. Hope you like this. If you do, give me a like and subscribe.